A few months ago, Triumph announced that their bikes would be used in the upcoming Bond movie No Time to Die, with a spectacular jump performed by some of Bond's stuntmen inside their Hinckley factory aboard one of the Tiger 900 stunt bikes used in the movie. But the other bike featured in the film and actually ridden by Bond is their Scrambler 1200 XE, and just today they announced that they'll be producing a run of 250 special edition 007 Scramblers to celebrate the partnership with the Bond franchise. So in today's video, we'll take a look at the details of this bike and find out what makes it special. But before we get started, if you're new here and you want to see more of the latest motorcycle news, reviews and vlogs here on YouTube, then remember to hit subscribe. The 007 Special Edition is built upon the Triumph Scrambler 1200 XE, which launched last year, and I was lucky enough to borrow one for a couple of weeks to review. And I have to say that it was one of my favourite bikes that I rode last year because of the way that it blended old school looks and character with bags of gadgets and tech. A perfect candidate for a Bond motorcycle, you could say. It's powered by the 1200cc high-power variant of Triumph's Bonneville parallel twin engine, and with a specific Scrambler tune, it's capable of 89 horsepower and 110 Nm of peak torque. It's not a light bike by any means, but with the punchy character of that engine, it's a hoot to ride and it pulls well through the mid-range. The brakes are excellent and come in the form of Brembo M50s at the front, with a span and ratio adjustable lever so that you can dial in the exact feel. Suspension is also well spec'd with fully adjustable 47mm Showa upside-down forks and a fully adjustable Öhlins rear shock, both with 250mm of travel, which is decent for some gravel riding and green laning. But it's the tech that took the Scrambler to the next level for me. The TFT screen is excellent, as are the riding modes, which include Off-Road Pro, which fully disables ABS and traction control for full slidability. A 6-axis IMU enables cornering ABS and traction control. There's LED lighting, a torque assist clutch, keyless ignition, heated grips, cruise control, and phone connectivity via the My Triumph app. It really is a cracking bike, a big retro monster truck jammed with tech. And it's already beautifully finished. There are nice little touches everywhere, but the 007 Special adds a bunch of extra components and finishes to mimic the Scrambler used in the movie. There's a sapphire black paint scheme which isn't available on the current range, with an oversized Triumph logo and hand-painted gold coach lines around the knee pad decal. The 007 logo appears on the exhaust heat shield and the side panel finisher, which looks relatively subtle and neat. The 007 logo also appears on the TFT screen at startup. The seat on this special edition is made from real leather and features a Bond Edition logo embroidered on the back. Triumph have blacked out a lot of the components on this bike to give it a stealthy look, including a black anodized rear mudguard, grab rail and sump guard, black forks as opposed to the gold of the standard XE, engine badges with gold accents, a black powder-coated swing arm and sprocket cover. There are also a number of premium finishing features on the 007 Special, like the black anodized high-level front mudguard, fog lights with black anodized shrouds, an Arrow silencer with carbon fiber end caps, machined front brake reservoir, and a stainless steel headlight grille. Just 250 of these 007 Special Editions will be made, which is a small run for Triumph. Their factory custom line of bikes, for example, which has included the Rocket, Thruxton and Bobber so far, typically produces 750 of each model. Each bike will have its number etched into a plaque on the billet handlebar riser clamp, and of course that's got me wondering what will happen to bike number 007. Will it go to some extremely lucky punter, or perhaps end up in the Triumph Museum at the factory in Hinckley? Each owner will receive a special tailor-made handover pack featuring a numbered letter hand-signed by Triumph CEO Nick Bloor and a premium rucksack. There's no price yet, but it looks like a pretty special bike for the Bond enthusiast. I can't personally see myself riding around on one, but for a collector of Bond memorabilia, it'll be a tempting proposition, especially with the numbers being so limited. But I really like the black paint job and oversized Triumph logo, and also the blacked out components. It actually reminds me of a video I made with Unparalleled Twin, who showed us the modifications he'd done on his Scrambler 1200 XC. He'd had a number of components powder coated black, much like this bike, so that's one way you can get a slice of this look without breaking the bank. There's a link to that video in the description if you haven't seen it already. The bike also reminds me of Triumph's TFC or factory custom line of bikes. The Arrow silencers with carbon end tips are a signature TFC feature, as are the blacked out components and gold stripes which are used here on the engine badges and coach lines on the tank. As we've already mentioned, there's been a Rocket, Thruxton and Bobber TFC, so is this bike a sneak peek of a Scrambler TFC to come, or would that detract from the specialness of this Bond edition bike? Personally, I'd love to see a TFC Scrambler with loads of carbon and extra special touches, and I'd like to see a Speed Twin TFC too. Hopefully there are more models to come this year. In the meantime, let me know what you think of this Bond Special Edition bike in the comments below. Would you take this over the standard Scrambler 1200 XE? Personally, I think it makes a strong case for a black model with black components. I like that stealthiness, but the XE also
Why would I betray you?
We all have our secrets. We just didn't get to yours yet.
The world is arming faster than we can respond.
Where's 007?
I need a favor, brother. You're the only one I trust for this.
The world's moved on, Commander Bond.
You were 00?
2 years. So stay in your lane. You get in my way, I will put a bullet in your knee. The one that works.
I thought you two would get along.
Name?
Bond.
James Bond.
So you're not dead?
Hello, Q. I've missed you.
It's the most valuable asset this country has. If you feel yourself losing control,
I'm not going to lose control. James,
You gave up everything for her. When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of him.
what is it?
You don't know what this is.
James Bond. License to kill. History of violence. I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills die with your body. Mine will survive long after I'm gone.
History isn't kind to men who play God.